Children, we completed the first measure of the central tendency, that is mean. We learned how to calculate mean in individual series, discrete series and continuous series with the methods direct method, shortcut method and the step deviation method. Now we are going to learn, in this video we are going to focus on the second measure of central tendency, that is median. Now what is meant by median? Now let us see the definition of median. What is a median? Median is the centrally located value of a series. If a series is given, which is a centrally located value of that series, that centrally located value is known as a median. Now in such a way that half of the item are above it and half of the item are below it. So if a statistical series is given, the centrally located value of that series is called median in such a way that half of the values will be above it and half of the values will be below it. Now for your easy understanding, I have drawn a figure here where there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 circles. Okay, now I have arranged it from the biggest circle to the lowest one. Okay, the size is so big in the beginning and towards the end the size is so small, isn't it? Now the centrally located value of this series, this is a series, isn't it, in which circle is given. In this series, the centrally located circle or that value is called median in such a way that half of the values, 2 circles are above it and half of the value, 2 circles are below it. So this is known as a median. Now we need to know how to calculate a median in an individual series, discrete series and continuous series. Now here like arithmetic mean, we will not be using different kinds of methods, but instead we will learn how to calculate the median in different series. Now let us first move on to individual series. Now calculation of median in an individual series. Now what is the feature of an individual series? There will not be any frequency, only x values will be given. Now let us see what is the formula used to find out the median in an individual series. Now median is represented by the letter m. M is equal to size of n plus 1 by 2th item. So m is equal to size of n plus 1 by 2th item. Now what is n here? N is the number of observation. We know in an individual series there is no frequency, therefore n represents the number of observations. Now with this we can calculate the median for an individual series. Now this is an example given here. Now assume these are the marks 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Now from this series, this is an individual series, this is an example. From this you have to find out median. How to find out median? Now to find the median, the first step that you have to follow is see whether your data is either arranged in ascending or descending order. Now here you can find the data is already given in the form of ascending order 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So there is no confusion here, already the data is given in the form of ascending order. Now that is why I have written arrange the data either in ascending or descending order. Then you have to apply the formula, that is m is the size of n plus 1 by 2th item. M is equal to size of n means number of items here as there is no frequency. So we can count the number of items 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So size of, instead of n we can write 5 here, 5 plus 1 by 2th item. Now what is 5 plus 1 by 2th item? It is a size of 6 by 2th item. 5 plus 1 is 6, isn't it? That is 6 by 2th item means what? 6, 5 plus 1 by 2 means 6 by size of 6 by 2th item, that is equal to size of 3rd item. So from the series you have to find out which is a 3rd item. 3rd item is 6. So the answer is 6. Median is equal to 6. Therefore median is equal to 6. Okay. Now here you can find n, the number of observation. N is equal to how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is an odd number. So when it is added with 1, you will get an even number. So when even number is divided by 2, 6 by 2, you will get it as 3. So the third item is easy for you to find out from the data. But now my question is this: if n of the series, if n of the series is an even number, we are adding n with 1, size of n plus 1. So if that n is an even number, when we add that n with 1, it will become an odd number. Okay. So when it is divided by 2, we will get it in points. Therefore, in that situation, if n of the series is an even number, keep it in mind, then we have to use the following formula: m is equal to size of second item plus size of third item divided by 2. So if the n is an even number, if it is added with 1, you will be getting an odd number. Then it is divided by 2, you will be getting your answer in decimal points. In that situation, use this formula: m is equal to size of second item plus third item divided by 2, instead of using n plus 1 by 2th item. Now an example I can show for you. Example, these are the marks given: 4, 10, 12 and 8. Apply the formula. See, if it here you can find n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. So if it is size of n plus 1 by 2th item, it becomes 4 plus 1 by 2th item. That means 5 by 2th item. Your answer will be in decimal points. Therefore, we are going to use this formula, which is that size of second item plus size of third item divided by 2. From the data, which is the size of second item 10, which is the size of third item 12. So 10 plus 12 divided by 2, that is equal to 10 plus 12 is 22, divided by 2 is equal to 11. So 11 is the final answer, because again we cannot choose size of 11th item from the series. Therefore 11 is the final answer. Okay. So that is the difference between if n is an odd number and if n is an even number. So if the n that you are getting is an odd number, use the formula size of n plus 1 by 2th item. But if the n that you are getting is an even number, use the formula m is equal to size of second item plus size of third item divided by 2. Now we will move on to discrete series. With that, the individual series is over. Now we will move on to discrete series. Now in a discrete series, two important things that you have to keep in mind is arrange the data either in ascending and or descending order. That is common. Second one is, whenever you get a data, find the cumulative frequency as soon as you get the data. Because you know, in a discrete series, there will be frequency. So whenever you are asked to find out the median using discrete series, first of all, you have to see whether your data is arranged in ascending or descending order. Then the second thing that you have to do is find out the cumulative frequency. So let us see what all steps you have to follow while calculating the median in discrete series. Point number 1. Arrange the data in ascending or descending order, just as what I have told you now. Next is convert the simple frequency into cumulative frequency. Okay. So each and every stage frequency has to be added on. Don't forget to do that. Third one is determine the size of n plus 1 by 2th item of the series, because you know n here is not the number of observation, it is total of f, because there is presence of frequency here. But in individual series, n is only number of items, but here it is total of frequency. That also you have to keep in mind. So first step is arrange the data either in ascending or descending order. Second step is convert the simple frequency into cumulative frequency. Third one is apply the formula size of n plus 1 by 2th item of the series, where you have to remember n is sigma f. Then find the median value corresponding to n plus 1 by 2th item. We have applied the formula here, size of n plus 1 by 2th item. After applying the formula from the statistical series, you have to find out the median value. Now let us see how do we find that. This is an example where size and frequency is given. Size is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Size means the x value. Frequency is f value. F values are 2, 3, 8, 10, 12, 16, 10, 8 and 6. Okay. Now I have written it here. What I have told you is see whether your data is either arranged in ascending order or descending order. Then what you have to do, immediately find out the cumulative frequency. Now this is the size 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10, and frequency is 2, 3, 8, 10, 12, 16, 10, 8 and 6. Check whether your data is arranged in ascending or descending order. Yes, here the data is already given in the form of ascending order 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Now the next thing that you have to do is find out the cumulative frequency. How to find out the cumulative frequency? First value will be as it is 2. From the next step onwards, what you have to do, add 2 with 3, what you will get? 5. 5, isn't it? So 5 plus 8, 13. 13 plus 10, 23. 23 plus 12, 35. 35 plus 16, 51. 51 plus 10, 61. 61 plus 8, 69. 69 plus 6, 75. So the last value of your cumulative frequency will be your n, definitely. That is how you check whether your frequency is correct or not. Okay. Now apply the formula. That is what you have written in the step, isn't it? Convert the simple frequency into cumulative frequency. So first 2 steps we have already done. Next is determine the size of n plus 1 by 2th item. Now apply the formula. Size of n plus 1 by 2th item. So size of n, what is n here? 75, total of frequency, plus 1 by 2th item. So when you do that, it is 75 plus 1, 76 divided by 2th item. Size of, what is 76 divided by 2? Size of 38th item. Now from here you have to be very careful. If you get this size of 38th item, what you have to do is go straight away to the cumulative frequency and see where you can accommodate this 38th item, size of 38th item. Now size of 38th item, see whether you can accommodate in 2, not possible, it is very less. Whether you can accommodate in 5, not possible, very less. 13, not possible, very less. 23, not possible, very less. 35, that is also not possible because 35 is less than 38. But we can accommodate 38 here in 51. Okay, so size of 38th item can be accommodated in this cumulative frequency. Now what you have to do is, to which size this 51 corresponds to? The size, the cumulative frequency 51 corresponds to the size 7. Okay, therefore you can find this 7 as the median value. So if the cumulative frequency, from the cumulative frequency you have to find out the corresponding size, and that here the answer is 7, therefore 7 is the median value. So from the cumulative frequency with the formula size of n plus 1 by 2th item, you have to find out where we can accommodate that value, and the size corresponding to that will be the median value. Okay, so these are the steps that you have to follow. First you have to convert the data in ascending or descending order, check it. Then you have to find out the cumulative frequency, apply the formula size of n plus 1 by 2th item, see where you can accommodate that and in the cumulative frequency, and find out the size corresponding to that, and that will be your median. Okay, I hope this is very clear to you, and here the answer is 7. Now we will move on to how to calculate median in a continuous series. Now, in the continuous series also, what you have to do is, the first step that you have to follow is arrange your data either in ascending or descending order. Now, again frequencies are then converted to cumulative frequencies. Then you have to be very careful. The next step that you have to do is median class has to be identified. Why do we say like that? Because in a continuous series, x values are given in the form of class intervals. See, in the previous example, if 38th item can be accommodated in the cumulative frequency 51, you can find the number corresponding to that, the size corresponding to that 7. It is a single number because it is a discrete series. But if it is a continuous series, it will be given in the form of class interval. Therefore, we have a different procedure for continuous series. What is that procedure? Let us see what is that procedure. Now, the first 2 points are clear to you. What is the procedure here? Median class has to be found. To find the median class, you have to apply the formula m is equal to n by 2th item. So, this is the area where every time the students make the mistake, instead of n by 2th item, everybody will write n plus 1 by 2th item. So, keep in mind, it is applicable only for individual and discrete series. In a continuous series, to find out the median class, the first formula that you have to use is not m is equal to n plus 1 by 2th item, it is m is equal to n by 2th item. Now, with that you can find the median class. After finding the median class, to find out the actual median, you have to use the following formula. What is that? M is equal to L1 plus n by 2 minus Cf by f into I, where n is the median, L1 is the lower limit of the median class, the median class which you have found, the lower limit of the median class, n is as usual sigma f, Cf is the cumulative frequency of the class preceding to the median class. Whatever median class we found, prior to that median class, what is the cumulative frequency? That cumulative frequency only we will be considering. Then by f, did you see this f? F means frequency corresponding to the median class. I is the size of the class interval, median class interval. Whichever median class we are finding out, its size or the gap, that is known as I. So, with this we can find out the median for a continuous series, where the example is given as wage rate and number of workers. See, your x values are given in the form of class interval 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40 and 40 to 50. Corresponding frequencies are 22, 38, 46, 35 and 20. Now, I have written it in the form of a table. The first point procedure that you have to follow is check whether your data is given either in ascending or descending order. Here the data is given in ascending order. 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50. Corresponding frequencies are also given here. Now, the second thing that you have to do is convert the simple frequency into cumulative frequency. So, first frequency will be as it is, 22 plus 38, 60, 60 plus 46, 106, 106 plus 35, 141, 141 plus 20, 161. See, the last value of your cumulative frequency and the sigma f will be the same values. Now, what should be the next step that you have to follow? The next step is to find out which is the median class over here. To find out that, what has to be used? Size of n by 2th item. What is n here? 161, because there is frequency, total of frequency is n. So, size of 161 by 2th item. So, it is size of 80.5th item, because 161 divided by 2 is equal to 80.5. So, it is size of 80.5th item. Now, where can we accommodate this 80.5th item? Please check it in your cumulative frequency. Okay. 22, it cannot be accommodated there. 60, it cannot be accommodated there. 80.5th item can be accommodated in the cumulative frequency 106. Now, find out which is the median class corresponding to that. Definitely, it is 20 to 30. Therefore, your median class is 20 to 30. Now, what is the next procedure? This is a median class. You need to find out the actual median, isn't it? To find out the actual median, use the formula m is equal to L1 plus n by 2 minus Cf by f into I. So, m is equal to, what is the lower limit of the median class? 20, because the class is 20 to 30. So, lower limit of the median class is 20 plus what is n? N is 161, isn't it? 161 by 2 minus Cf. I told you cumulative frequency should be the one which is preceding to the selected median class. Which is a selected median class 20 to 30. Now, the cumulative frequency preceding before that is 60. So, that should be the one which you have to write here by f. F should be the frequency of the same class. See, 46 is the frequency of the same class into I means width of the class, which is a median class here 20 to 30. What is the gap between 20 and 30? 10. So, 20 plus 80.5, you know what is 161 by 2, 80.5 minus 60 by 46 into 10, you will get the value as 24.46. Therefore, median value is equal to 24.4. This is how we calculate median for a continuous series. So, we follow different procedures for median to find out median in a continuous series. So, once again I will remind you, for calculating the median in an individual series, if your n is an odd number, apply the formula m is equal to size of n plus 1 by 2th item, because when it is added with 1 it becomes an even number. So, it is easy to multiply, divide it by 2, you will get the exact value from the statistical series. But if your n is an even number, do not use the formula m is equal to n plus 1 by 2th item. Instead of that, use m is equal to size of second item plus size of third item divided by 2. Then discrete series. In a discrete series, see whether your data is arranged in ascending or descending order. Then find out the cumulative frequency. After that, apply the formula m is equal to size of n plus 1 by 2th item. Now, find out that value and see where you can accommodate that value in the cumulative frequency and find out the size corresponding to that cumulative frequency. There you should remember n is total of frequency. Only in individual series n is number of items, because there is no frequency over there. Then comes last series, continuous series. In the continuous series, the same procedure has to be followed initially. See whether your data is arranged in ascending or descending order, find out the cumulative frequency. Then comes the next procedure. What is it? Find out the median class. Why? Because in a continuous series, your data x values are given in the form of class intervals. So, find out the median class first. To find out the median class, be very careful, use the formula m is equal to n by 2th item. See where you can accommodate that in the cumulative frequency, and corresponding to that you find out the median class. After finding the median class, apply the formula m is equal to L1 plus n by 2 minus Cf by f into I, where L1 is the lower limit of the median class, n is the sigma of frequency, Cf is the cumulative frequency preceding to the median class, f is the frequency of the same class, and I is the width of the median class interval. Okay, so I hope all the three series are very clear to you. Thank you.